Fear of public speaking? If it's ever left you feeling frozen, with sweaty hands and a racing heart just at the thought of standing in front of a crowd, then this video is for you. Today, I'll share a practical, transformative technique that can turn that anxiety into confidence. Yes, the kind of confidence you may be missing when it comes to expressing your ideas and speaking with clarity. Imagine being able to speak without that tight feeling in your chest, feeling calm and secure, even in challenging situations. In the next few minutes, you'll learn a proven strategy that has helped thousands of people overcome the barriers and fear of public speaking. Are you ready to turn fear into confidence and take the first step toward lighter, more assured communication? Then let's start this journey together. Think of someone you know, or maybe even yourself, who has that deep fear of speaking in public, that feeling of being tongue-tied, mind completely blank. Let me tell you about Jake, a talented marketing analyst who missed out on amazing opportunities because his fear held him back. He had brilliant ideas and valuable insights, but when it came time to present them, anxiety took over, and it felt like his own words abandoned him. Can you relate to that feeling? But then, something started to change. Jake decided to tackle this fear in a practical and manageable way. He discovered a simple, yet incredibly effective technique that gradually transformed his anxiety into confidence. In no time, he started to feel calm and secure in front of an audience, finally able to express his full potential. Can you imagine the impact this kind of change would have on your life? What would it be like if, instead of fear, you felt fully in control? This technique that transformed Jake's experience is exactly what we're going to explore together here. And the best part? You don't need to be an expert or have any special experience to learn and apply it. You too can experience this shift. Now that we've seen the real power of this transformation, let's dive in and discover how you can make it a reality in your own life. The fear of public speaking is more common than we might think, and there's a deep reason for it. Our brains have evolved to protect us from what they perceive as risks. So, when we're standing in front of an audience, our brain acts as if we're in danger, setting off an alarm response that triggers anxiety. That's why we experience symptoms like trembling, sweaty palms, or that knot in the stomach. It's our brain kicking in as if it's shielding us from a threat. But here's the good news. With techniques like neuroplasticity, visualization, and gradual exposure, we can rewire this response. Our brains are highly adaptable and respond to what we practice. When we picture ourselves succeeding in public speaking, our minds start to recognize it as safe rather than threatening. Over time, our brain learns to respond with more calm and less fear. Can you imagine how freeing it would feel to stand in front of an audience and feel calm and confident instead of anxious? This process is possible, and that's exactly what the technique I'm about to share helps you achieve. But before diving straight into the technique, how about we take a moment to prep your mind and body with a few practical tips? These small steps will make the process even more effective and help you move forward with confidence. Before we dive into the main technique, let's go over a few practical tips to help prepare your mind and body to face the fear of public speaking with more confidence. First up is deep breathing. When we're anxious, everything in our body seems to speed up, right? So let's slow things down. Take a deep breath, count to 4 as you inhale, hold it for another 4 seconds, and then exhale slowly. This rhythm signals to your brain that everything's okay, naturally easing the feeling of anxiety. Try practicing this before any big presentation. The second tip is positive visualization. Close your eyes and picture yourself in front of an audience, but this time, imagine yourself with a calm, confident smile. Notice the details around you, the room, the people, the sound of your voice. Feel the confidence as you picture a successful presentation. This powerful exercise helps your brain link public speaking with a sense of safety instead of fear. How about trying this visualization before important events? Lastly, use a grounding anchor. Hold on to a small object like a ring or even one of your fingers. This small gesture serves as an emotional anchor, helping you stay focused and calm. Practicing these tips will be your first steps toward reducing nervousness and building up your confidence. But the complete technique I'm about to show you is the real key to lasting change. Ready to learn? Now that you know some initial tips to calm your mind and body, let's take things a step further and dive into the complete technique, the one that truly transforms fear into confidence. This technique is made up of 3 simple, practical steps that anyone can use, no matter their level of experience. Each step is designed to help your brain respond calmly and confidently when speaking in public, gradually building your self-assurance in an approachable way. Let's start with positive visualization. Find a quiet place where you can relax without interruptions. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and begin to create a detailed mental image of yourself presenting with confidence. Picture the setting. Maybe it's a meeting room, an auditorium, or a classroom. Imagine yourself standing at the center, feeling fully secure and in control. Now, visualize your audience. They're smiling, listening attentively, and you can feel the positive energy in the room. Hear how your voice sounds clear and steady. With each word, you feel more assured. This exercise may seem simple, but it trains your brain to respond with calmness, not anxiety, in future situations. Need a practical example? Let's say you have an important presentation at work. The night before, take 5 minutes to visualize each detail, from what you're wearing to the sound of your voice filling the room. By visualizing this positive scenario, you'll teach your brain to associate the presentation with safety, not fear. The more you repeat this practice, the stronger that sense of confidence becomes. Now that you've trained your mind with visualization, it's time to take the next step: gradual exposure. The secret here is both simple and powerful. Start small and gradually increase the challenge. Begin by presenting to yourself in front of a mirror. It might feel a bit odd at first, but it helps you observe your posture, your voice, and practice your presence. Next, when you feel more comfortable, record a short video of yourself speaking. Watch it back and note what you liked and what you'd like to improve. So, you've visualized success and practiced gradual exposure. Now let's go to the final step, anchoring. This is a quick, practical tool to activate your confidence in the moment. Choose a simple physical gesture you can do discreetly, like lightly pressing your thumb or holding your palm. This gesture will become an anchor that activates the calm you've been practicing. Every time you're visualizing or practicing, make this gesture. Over time, your brain will begin to link this movement with a sense of security and control. For example, picture yourself about to give a presentation and the anxiety starts to kick in. By making your gesture, pressing your thumb or holding your palm, you automatically recall the calm you felt during practice. This small trick is like a safety button you can use whenever you need a boost of confidence. Try it out a few times and notice how your brain responds. Can you imagine the power this little anchor could give you in those moments when you need it most? Now that you know each step of this technique, I want to share something inspiring: the real benefits it brings to your life, not just when speaking in public, but in many different situations. By practicing positive visualization, gradual exposure, and anchoring, you're not just tackling the fear of public speaking, you're building a confidence that spills over into all areas of life. Imagine walking into a work meeting, speaking up comfortably at social events, or feeling more assured in everyday conversations. It's a change that opens doors, and you deserve to experience it. Let me share an example with you. Sarah, a young professional who used to avoid any kind of presentation at work. She would even feel sick with anxiety the night before a big meeting. But when she discovered this technique, everything started to change. Sarah began with visualization, practicing alone at first, then with a friend, and within a few months, she felt ready to present to larger groups. She went from avoiding public speaking to volunteering for projects, and her career took off. Can you picture how this same shift could happen for you? And it's not just personal stories. Science also backs the effectiveness of these techniques. Studies show that using a physical anchor, like the gesture we practiced, activates a calming response in the brain and helps maintain emotional control. By putting these steps into practice, you're essentially retraining your brain to react with more confidence and less anxiety in various situations. Ready to commit to this transformation and see these benefits for yourself? Here we are, and now that you know this powerful technique, how about putting it into practice? I'd like to give you a challenge. Over the next 7 days, try out these 3 steps: positive visualization, gradual exposure, and anchoring. Take a few minutes each day to visualize a successful presentation. Try small exposures like speaking to a friend or recording a video, and use your anchor whenever you feel the anxiety coming on. The idea is to notice, day by day, how your confidence in public speaking starts to shift. And here's a special request. Share your experience in the comments. This journey could inspire others who are also working to overcome their fear of public speaking. Let's build a supportive community where you can both inspire and be inspired. Remember, it's a gradual process, and while it takes practice, each step is worth it. Fear doesn't have to hold you back anymore. Imagine how it'll feel to be calm and confident in any situation, whether at work, in school, or even in social interactions. Thank you so much for being here with me. If this video was helpful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for more content on personal growth and breaking through barriers. I'll keep sharing tips to help you on this journey of self-discovery and confidence. Until next time, and remember, the power to transform is in your hands.